Okay, so it is your Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only mean one thing.
That's right. We are joined by our in-house foodie and celebrity chef and cookbook author, Jenny Morris, who are here standing by to answer all of your burning foodie questions. Now, if you have a culinary question, please feel free to call us right now live, 021 430 9881. We want to hear from you. Our chefs want to hear from you. Ladies, good morning.
And good morning.
Good morning.
Blue. I'm loving
Look
this
at
denim
that.
look.
I saw that scan. I saw behave, Jenny. Listen, lovely to have you guys. So good. Of course, it's World Proposal Day. Look at all of this.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. So our whole culinary hotline is geared towards the day of proposals and love. And, you know, that sweet, epic moment that comes around not every day. Look at that now, making hearts. So here's the thing. I think the first question is, food normally plays a big role in, you know, the whole proposal scheme. Should somebody want to make it very special and hide a ring in food, what would be the best way that you guys can say?
Well, if you were hiding it for me, I would say put it in flour.
Okay, in flour.
Yeah, in a sieve. So
In
like
flour?
and
Okay.
make pancakes, and then all of a sudden I like the element of surprise.
Right.
So it's got to be completely unromantic, unlike, oh my goodness, where the hell did this thing come from? You know?
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Just
In the flour.
different, yeah. Just
Okay.
like while I'm working.
Now, Jenny, I'm like a girly cool. I'm like a cupcake with pink stuff and all this. Help me make one. Let me show the people. Look at this beautiful one. I would prefer something like this.
That is so
Little
girly.
cupcake.
So that somebody
With
would then
icing.
bring out and surprise. Oh, wow.
Surprise you with the ring inside there and the rose and a macaron. And I think that is just gorgeous. Go, Jenny, go.
Come.
Let's make it.
Ice on. That's
There
it.
we go. And all you do, it's so easy. So you can actually buy a cupcake.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and get some icing with a bit of a
look
rose.
at that.
Look at these hearts.
Right.
Little
That's a good. Shall I open
hearts.
this for you?
Yes, we're going to put some hearts. And then we're going to put some macaron.
Look
I
at
love
that.
it.
All of a sudden taking shape.
Yes.
Yep. And then the most important thing, the bling ring. You can put it like this. And what I would suggest the guys put it in a box, a beautiful box,
Yes.
and open it and wrap it nicely like this one. Open that one and see what's inside there.
Put in a
Oh,
brown
wow.
paper bag that you really won't expect to know what it is.
Jenny is just like, you know, as long
I
as there's
want
a
the
ring.
element of surprise.
I like. Okay, cool. Let's
Look
see
at
what's
this.
in there.
Look how Nicole has done this. How beautiful is this?
Oh, wow. A box of macaroons and
Yeah.
one of them containing a
Look at
treasure.
that.
I'll keep the ring, you take the macaroon, doll.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Listen, that's great.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't put the ring in the batter and then into the oven. And
And hope your bride to be.
Yeah, and it can also cause damage to the ring, guys.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
If you're going to
yeah,
go
that's
out.
silly.
Okay, cool. Well, there's some great ideas. I need to ask you this because, like I've mentioned, food obviously plays a very big role. How were you proposed to?
Oh my gosh, there was no food involved. So
Okay.
me and my husband went on a road trip in the Free State and all over the country, and we stopped at the town that I grew up with, Wepener. And I didn't even think that he's going to ask to marry him or proposal. And then he organised at the house that I grew up with the people that stayed there, for us to go and visit the house, just to see the house. So I was quite emotional inside this house, because I was there since I was 5 years old,
wow.
till I was 20 in this house. And then he took me to the room where I slept my whole life, and he went on his knees there.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
That's special. He really put some thought into
Yeah.
that. What would be very
Yeah.
special for you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And what about you?
My mother-in-law proposed to me.
Whoa, hang on. Hang on. Really?
My husband did not propose to me. He takes
David!
everything- He does take everything for granted. She proposed to me because I can cook,
Right.
and I can garden, and I can knit, and I can crochet, and I'm the woman that she wanted in her man's life. And I proposed to my daughter-in-law. Now,
What?
recently, yes. They
Are
got
you
married.
serious?
Yes. History must repeat itself.
I kind of love that.
I saw myself in her, and I thought, you're not getting away.
Because now you have a good relationship, obviously, with your
I have a
daughter-in-law.
beautiful
Now you see.
relationship. And my son kept saying to me, stop it. He kept saying to me, butt out.
Butt out. I'm not butting out.
No,
She
you-
is the woman for you, and
Yes.
that's it.
And 6 years later,
Look
he came
now.
home. She had a ring on her finger. I saw it. She opened the fridge.
No
I cried because they went away for the weekend, and I kept WhatsApping her, has he said it? Has he said it? And she said nothing, nothing, nothing. And the minute they left there, he made her wait till the minute they got into the car and he gave her the ring, but they said nothing to me.
Wow.
So it was the most exciting moment in my life, was seeing the ring on Lindsay's finger.
I think that's different, you know.
It's very special.
Mom-in-law proposing to you, how's that? Listen, you guys obviously know, you know, these things normally also happen. Besides food, establishments play a big role as well. What kind of establishment would kind of be conducive to a good proposal setting, would you say?
I think it's especially in the Western Cape, there's beautiful wine farms, and they really bend backwards to help couples to have like a romantic proposal.
Yes.
So there's beautiful picnic areas, there's beautiful restaurants. Really, you in the restaurant industry, you know, people really make an effort.
They do make an effort. In fact, what I would do is I would get their menu and just put in her menu, "Will you marry me?" Just get them to stick, you know, something like it. So when she opens, she's like, really look at the waiter and say, "No, I want him."
Oh, that's cool ideas. We're going to be sharing more ideas with our foodies here this morning. Call us 0214309881. That's 0214309881 if you have any foodie questions, maybe on how to make that special moment extra special, with the help of Jenny Morris and Anel this morning. Stick around. It's the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, 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 ting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only mean one
Yep,
thing.
here we go. It's your Wednesday, which means it's time for the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. It's a loved-up edition of the Culinary Hotline. Bling. Chef Jenny Morris and Anel Potgieter joining us. Call us 0214309881 to ask your culinary questions. And it's been fun because it's World Proposal Day, and we're looking at the romantic side of how food plays such a big role. Ladies, thank you very, very much. I think first and foremost, let's talk wedding cake. This is where people go like, ooh, okay, we know it needs to be special, but how can we go about choosing that wedding cake that everyone is going to enjoy, first and foremost, that doesn't only look good, but that's also kind of, okay, on the budget, you know, electricity hikes and fuel price, you know, all these kind of things. So what's the go-to thing here?
From my point of view, I think you should have, everything should be edible.
Okay.
For instance, like if you're going to have the plastic icing and the fruit cake that you take home from the wedding, stick under your pillow and the rat licks you while you're sleeping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. My son, I say my son and daughter-in-law's wedding cake was thanks to you. Because Anel was doing this, but she was presenting the show, and you can tell the story if you want to, but there were the cake that won, I'd given a description of what I wanted. This woman hit the button on the head, Michelle, thank you. And we used that, and now thanks to you for the wedding.
Yeah.
And it was delicious because it could even freeze what was
Nice.
left.
What I think people must remember is it must have the flavours in that you love, the bride and the groom, both those flavours in. And don't make like a decorations all of chocolate. If it's going into a summer, it's 35 degrees and you're in the winelands and it needs a cooler because it's going to melt and it's going to be a flop. So think about the weather as well.
Okay.
Like I did
Important.
a cake. Yeah, I did a cake and it was light pink and light blue, and they wanted candy floss on top of it. And that candy floss just flops if it's close to a bit of moisture. So I had to make this candy floss like minutes before and put it on the cake and bring the cake out. So think about all those weather conditions as well.
All right.
She is so right. hey?
Very good.
Yeah.
So don't take an ice cream cake to Hot as Hell.
No.
Exactly. It's not going to work for a wedding.
But these cakes, like cupcakes, works very well because it's always part of your dessert table, the cake these days, as well as naked cakes are beautiful and easy and much less costly.
Absolutely.
With my wedding, we had cupcakes kind of
nice.
arranged in a cake shape,
Yes.
which was great. And everyone just could get a cupcake instead of, cutting. And then obviously we had a part of it that we could do the cutting of the cake together.
Yeah, and have
Nice.
enough cake. Because I found at my wedding, when everybody was a bit tipsy, they wanted something sweet, so they just went into it. So don't be cross if people just going to destroy your cake
I'll
either. It
slap
needs
them.
to be destroyed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Very quickly as well, we have a caller on the line, Hannelie from Cape Town. Good morning, Hannelie. Hannelie, are you there? We've just lost Hannelie.
But you know what? You're talking about her edible flowers.
Hey?
These edible flowers.
Yeah.
The roses, Okay. But you know what? A quick question. Food, big thing at a wedding. Once the proposal's happening, how can we kind of save ourselves with a little bit of a budget here? What's the go-to thing? Because we had a buffet. I had a buffet.
Yes,
at my
buffets are
wedding.
expensive.
Yeah.
Plated are plated meal is because you know exactly I'm having 1 pea, 2 grains of rice, etc., and it's costed. Whereas for me, a buffet is fantastic, but it costs money because people put more food on their plate than you cater for. Half of it gets thrown away, so the cost has got to come somewhere. And you've got a nice idea.
Yeah, I like, you know, these bruschetta bars or spaghetti bars, you know, where people can help themselves. That's not too expensive, where there's not a lot of meat involved, because as soon as there's meat, it's very expensive. So, yeah, and I also invite less people. I had 19 people at my wedding.
Look at that.
I had 200. I only knew my husband and my in-laws.
And that's it. The rest were there to make up the vibe. We love it. Ladies, thank you very, very much for this morning. All the wonderful tips as well. It's World Proposal Day, and that was your culinary hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting.